Alright, almost 9 p.m. Eastern time that I'm making this video. By the time you guys will see this, it's gonna be in the morning. So I want to talk to you about something strange that is happening right now, which is a company firing thousands of employees, then blames AI, then the stock goes up, then Wall Street celebrates, and then quietly they start realizing that AI can't really do the job. And this isn't theory anymore, this isn't a prediction, it's happening right now. And if you're thinking, well, my job is kind of safe, I hate to say this to you, but you're kind of already behind. So let's talk about what happened at Block. Yes, this is Jack Dorsey's company. This is the same guy who built Twitter. This is the same guy who's now betting everything on AI. So Block just cut over 4,000 employees, nearly half of the company. And here's the wild part. They didn't say it was because of recession. They didn't say it was because of profits. They said it was because of AI productivity. AI has changed what it means to build and run a company. Let that sink in for a second. They didn't cut jobs to survive. They cut jobs because they believed they didn't need humans anymore. And here's where it gets a little scary. The moment Block announced layoffs, its stock jumped over 20%. Think about that. A company fires thousands of people and becomes more valuable. This is the real signal. Not AI, not layoffs. The market is basically rewarding companies for removing humans. Investors added billions in market value within hours. And this is the moment that changed everything. Because now, every CEO that's watching this is basically thinking, well, if I cut my employees and replace them with AI, my stock goes up, right? This is the scary part. And so let's talk about what they didn't expect. So inside the company, employees started speaking out. And what they said changes everything. They said that AI tools are nowhere near replacing humans. You can't really AI this or AI that. And this is huge because people who actually use these tools are telling you that this doesn't work yet. Not at scale, not in real world complexity, and definitely not in production environments. And here's what people just don't understand. AI is not replacing jobs. AI is exposing something else that companies basically overhired. Block overhired during COVID, and this is their dirty secret. AI is not the cause, AI is basically the excuse. Because think about it, if AI was truly replacing jobs, why are companies still struggling? Why are employees saying workloads have increased? Workers say they're now in survival mode after layoffs. So, what's really happening? Companies are cutting costs and they're calling it AI. And this isn't the first time. Look at Klarna. They replaced hundreds of workers with AI. They saved money, investors loved it, and then quality dropped. So Klarna had to start rehiring after AI cuts. This is the pattern that we're seeing over and over again, which is cut humans, replace with AI, break things, and then rehire humans. And Block is now walking the same path. So I'm gonna zoom out for a second because this isn't just about Block. This is about the entire job market. You're being told that jobs are growing, that the economy is strong, but behind the scenes, companies are posting jobs that they never intend to fill. They're collecting resumes, freezing hiring, and cutting teams. And here's the deeper problem. Productivity is going up, but hiring is not. That means fewer people are needed to do the same work. And that creates a silent collapse. We're entering something new, which is a fear based economy where employees are afraid to speak, afraid to switch jobs, and afraid to ask for raises because they know they can be replaced. Not by AI, but by someone cheaper plus all the AI tools. And this is kind of the real threat. So let's be honest for a second, this isn't really about innovation, this is more about control. And companies are using AI as leverage to reduce salaries, to increase workload, and justify layoffs. And here's the most dangerous part. Even if AI fails, the layoffs kind of stay. Because once you cut cost, you don't really go back. And inside these companies, things are breaking left and right. Morale is collapsing, and employees described morale as in the gutter. Some employees were even offered massive raises to stay and still quiet. Workers called retention offers dehumanizing. Think about that. You get a raise and still leave because the trust is gone. And here's what's actually coming: not AI replacing everyone, not mass unemployment, but something more dangerous. This is a world where fewer stable jobs exist, more contract work exists, and more uncertainty exists. Where your job is never secure, where your income is never guaranteed, where you're always replaceable. And this is the part that no one wants to say. You cannot rely on a job anymore. Not in tech, not in corporate, not anywhere. Because the rules have completely changed. The system no longer rewards loyalty. It basically rewards efficiency, and efficiency means less people. So, what do you do with all this? Well, one thing is pretty clear: you build something. Anything. A skill, a side income, a business, a brand, because the only real security right now is control. If you don't control your income, someone else does that for you. And the problem is that they can cut it anytime. So, Block fired thousands to bet on AI. Employees say that the AI can't really do the job, and companies are realizing that this isn't as simple as they thought. But here's the sad part: that even if this whole AI thing fails, even if this whole AI thing doesn't really work, well, those guys have lost their jobs and they're just not coming back. Well, if you found value in this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be posting more videos like these. Leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with people in corporate, in finance, in tech, in marketing, who are in white collar jobs who might benefit from videos like these. And I'll see you in the next one.